rejected by all, a man of sorrows, a man of grief, as one from whom people hide their faces. He was despised without esteem, but he was wounded for our transgressions, and he was tortured for our iniquities, and his chastisement has brought us healing, and by his scourging we are made whole. He had no beauty that we should desire. His form disfigured above no man. His comeliness and his beauty had vanished, for he was called, despised, oppressed, but he was wounded for our transgressions, and he was tortured for our iniquities, and his chastisement has brought us healing, and by his scourging we are made whole. The very stone that the builders rejected is now and ever the cornerstone. Let every knee bend to Jesus, our Savior, each tongue confess that he is Lord. But he was wounded for our transgressions, and he was tortured for our iniquities, and his chastisement has brought us healing, and by his scourging we are made whole.
My dear friends, there is a very interesting story told of a parish where all the people had gathered and were having their devotion during the Holy Week. So let us say maybe they were having the Way of the Cross, all of them were praying fervently, and in that situation a tremendous miracle took place. Jesus, who was on the cross, came down from the cross. The people were shocked, no? They were surprised. They said, "Wait, miracle, miracle, Jesus has come down from the cross." They were all scared also. But Jesus said, "Don't worry, I am going to be with you. I am so happy to visit you and to visit your parish and all. So I'd like to stay with you all for a few days." So they were all thrilled. So the parish priests, the parish councillors, everybody invited Jesus and said, "Jesus, please sit and we'll bring tea for you and we'll whatever else you want. And so they had like one nice fellowship there, and they were all thrilled that Jesus has visited the parish. And then Jesus said, I want to take a walk around your parish. Can we go out together? And so they all took Jesus out. As they were going out, Jesus saw that there was somebody on the road who had fallen down. And so Jesus said, why don't you do something? Let's help this person. So they all picked him up and took him to the hospital and took care of him. And then as they were going further, Jesus said, see, this poor person has nothing to eat and is struggling and all. Can you give something to that person? So they all collected some money, and then they said, okay, Jesus is saying give something to that person, so give. And so as they were going around the parish, first day, second day, third day, 1 week later, and now every day Jesus is telling them, do this and do that and do this and do that. It was becoming a little burdensome. So gradually, one person went and asked Jesus, said, the neighboring parish was asking when you are visiting them. So Jesus said, no, I'm not in a hurry, I'll visit them later. I want to visit your parish first. They said, no, but see, they are also nice people. Why don't you visit them for a few days? And so Jesus continued his visits together with the people. And from one issue to another, one struggle or suffering to another, Jesus was going around reaching out to people, and because Jesus was doing that, the parishioners also had to do it. So they were quite stressed out. Finally, the parishioners come together and they say, it's a little too much. I think Jesus should go back on the cross. So they nicely tell Jesus, I say, see, we're very happy you came. But that cross is looking empty there in the church. So please go back now. So they catch hold of Jesus, put him back on the cross and say, you stay there please. And we will faithfully say all our prayers. We will faithfully have devotion to the cross, way of the cross, so many other devotions that we have prepared. Regularly we will have holy hours, Eucharist, everything. But please, you don't come down from the cross. What is the moral of the story? My dear friends, it is a very paradoxical situation that Jesus said, if you wish to be my disciples, take up your cross and follow me. What we have done is, if we want to be disciples of Jesus, we have a lot of devotion. And they are two different things. It's very easy to sit in the church before the cross and pray. It's quite a different thing to carry the cross. And I want to say a few words about carrying the cross. What exactly does it mean to carry the cross? Many people think carrying the cross means our problems are the cross. But my dear friends, think about it. If our problems are the cross, the minute the problem is solved, that means the cross is taken away, then you can't be the disciple of Jesus. No? Jesus said, if you want to be my disciple, take up your cross and follow me. He didn't say solve the problem, no, solve the cross. So actually that is not a correct understanding. Problems are not the cross. What is the cross? The cross is value-based, difficult choices that we have to make to face the problems of life. I repeat, the real cross is not the problems. The real problems or the real cross is value-based, difficult choices that we have to make in life and in response to the problems of life. And that is a crucifying experience. That is the cross to carry. So that there is corruption in my office is not the cross. The cross is that there is corruption in my office and I make the difficult value-based choice of not being part of that corruption, and therefore I am discriminated against. The others don't like me. The others are trying to trap me and put me into trouble because I'm not taking bribes, I'm not doing anything wrong. That difficult value-based choice is the cross that I am carrying. Similarly, my dear friends, in various aspects of life, whether it is in family life, whether it is with regard to our relationship with our neighbors, whether at the workplace or whatever else, difficult value-based choices that we need to make, that we struggle to make, that we struggle to live, that is what is known as paying the price. That is the cross. Today we are going to reflect about also Veronica. So what is the meaning of the word Veronica? The word in Latin is a combination of two elements. And so if you were to transliterate it into English, it would be something like verifying the image or verifying the icon. No, Veronica, no, verifying the icon or verifying the image of Jesus. And as the story goes, Veronica is one who goes and wipes the face of Jesus, and the true image of Jesus is imprinted on that towel with which she wiped the face of Jesus. Now that is a very, very symbolic way of saying, if we are wiping the face of Jesus in the sufferings of people, the face of Jesus will be imprinted in our hearts. Veronica, true icon, a true image of Christ will be printed in our hearts insofar as we are doing what Christ did. Insofar as we are making those difficult value-based choices in our life. And so, my dear friends, I want to invite you during this Holy Week. We will have a lot of services, a lot of devotions. In each of these services and devotions, ask yourself, am I carrying the cross? Am I making those difficult value-based choices? Am I living those every day of my life? Am I willing to pay the price for it? Am I willing to suffer for it? And if yes, then that face of Jesus is imprinted on us, and the whole world will be able to see Jesus in us, Jesus radiated to the whole world, and this Jesus is the one who carried the cross, died, and finally gloriously rose again to set the whole world free. That is our task. Like Veronica, to have the true image of Jesus imprinted on us by making difficult value-based choices in life.